Welcome to Wrestle Capsule. This is B. Elise, and today we're going to be talking about Cody Rhodes and his WWE Championship reign and my thoughts about it. So I wanted to start off this video with a question, a simple question. Why does it feel like Cody Rhodes' championship reign was stagnant? Maybe I could even say a little bit stale before his feud with Kevin Owens, because that's what it feels like to me. And I've been feeling like this ever since he won the championship of WrestleMania 40. Now, I'll get into the whole thing. I've talked about it a little bit on my channel when it comes to Cody winning the championship from Roman Reigns. Like, I'm not gonna get into it right now. And the reason why I bring this up, this whole thing with like Cody and his reign just being kind of like coasty, until Kevin Owens really started getting pissed off about Cody tagging with Roman Reigns of bad blood. I don't know about you guys, but I have been feeling that Cody's promos have been, dare I say, kind of subpar.
Watch your mouth.
It's crazy to me because it's such a polar opposite to what I remember Cody Rhodes' promos were in AEW.
You've dismissed every accomplishment I've made. You've talked about my father. Well, you call me an entitled millennial, I call you a carny succubus, because the dirty secret about you, the dirty secret is you need this generation more than it needs you. And you've surrounded yourself with impressionable youth. This isn't about my dad. This isn't about the dead. It's about the living. It's about my mother. It's about my sister. It's about my wife. It's about the 14 years it took me to go from undesirable to ungoddamn deniable.
I've always liked him, and I've always thought that he was a talented superstar. Love his wrestling. Can't complain about that. And when he does speak, even though sometimes it just feels like it's dragging, like he has something to say. But these months of him being champion, he's been champion for 200 and what days? It's not going to be very long until we're back at WrestleMania, and this time it's going to be in Las Vegas. And I don't even know what plans that they have. I mean, I've been hearing stuff about The Rock, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm sorry. Before he got into this feud with Kevin, and I'm going to get into it because it's the best feud, dare I say, the best feud that Cody Rhodes has had since he's been champion. Okay? This is a hill I'm going to stay on, okay? And eat popcorn and eat s'mores, okay? Because everything else has just been boring, some more than others. Cody Rhodes had a feud with Logan Paul. He had a feud with AJ Styles. He had a feud with Solo Sikoa, and then this recent feud he's having with Kevin Owens. So I'm just gonna briefly talk about each of these feuds and talk about why it was booty and why it wasn't booty. Logan Paul, despite how people feel about him, despite how I feel about him, he is talented in the ring, and I feel like he's gotten better. He's gotten better at telling stories in the ring. He's not like the best of the best, but I definitely see improvement, and he's very agile, and he knows how to execute moves, and he knows how to sell. So, I mean, I give him kudos to that. I remember it was King and Queen of the Ring back in May. Like I said, it was a good match, but it was just such a weird, clunky buildup. I wasn't invested in the feud, despite Cody Rhodes and Logan Paul being polar opposites. Like Logan Paul playing the heel douchebag who thinks his poo-poo don't stink. And then you have Cody Rhodes, who is this face who won championship, and everyone is behind Cody Rhodes, And he, like, it's just, like, despite it just looking good on paper, the execution just wasn't the business. And it was weird because there was some unclear stipulations about if Logan Paul's United States Championship was in the picture or not. Was it going on the line? Was it going to be defended too, back when Logan Paul was United States Champion? But like, that was just weird. Wasn't a fan of that feud at all. It just looked like they were buying time and giving Cody Rhodes someone to wrestle for him to defend the WWE Championship in the meantime until they got something bigger going. Now, Solo Sikoa, that whole feud, Cody and Solo, that was a little bit better, and it made a lot more sense. I mean, given the huge history between Cody Rhodes and the Bloodline. And that was the SummerSlam match. Like, the good part about it was it left room for more opportunities and more storylines to be birthed from this. But what I didn't like about it was just like very same old, like repetitive segments.
All right, enough, you broken record, okay?
It lacked that new freshness, because even though they have history, it just seemed like such a, like, again and again and again. It was just like, okay, like, when are you guys just gonna wrestle and get it over with? Now, the AJ Styles and Cody Rhodes feud was a different story. Like, I feel like this was even better. Like, we're working our way up until Georgia Boy's just going at it, and then you got the whole I quit ending kind of like storyline thing going on between AJ and Cody. That definitely added suspense. As you guys already know, I've talked about AJ Styles and his kind of like lone wolf like character that he was going back to from when he was in TNA, and him not giving an F. Like, I like heel AJ Styles. Yeah, Backlash, they had their match in France, but then the I Quit match was at Clash at the Castle. So they were, in the back of my mind, I was thinking this isn't the feud. This isn't like the huge feud that I was waiting for. Set things in motion and make it just like the storyline for Cody Rhodes while him being, WWE Champion. And this is what brings me to the Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes feud. Like, this is what I was waiting for. This is what I was waiting for. This was it. And I feel like, no shade, I feel like this has a lot to do with Kevin Owens. Like, he's one of the few superstars in WWE that is exceptional. Like, top, chef's kiss, top tier when it comes to being a face and a heel and doing both very well. Think about it. Kevin Owens was... How many times, okay, let me ask you, how many times has Kevin Owens got attacked, beat up, roughed up by the Bloodline? Like, there were times where, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens were on the same page and going up against the Bloodline. There were times where Sami Zayn became Sami Uso and was with the Bloodline, and Kevin Owens felt a whole certain type of way about it for obvious reasons. Kevin Owens has always been in the picture when it comes to Bloodline situations. You go even further, and Cody Rhodes ends up teaming up with the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns at Bad Blood. What? Like, of course Kevin would be pissed all the way off. Of course he would be freaking mad. Turned on Cody, turned on Randy. Like, it just, of course he would be angry. The straw was broken on the back of the camel. And I'm pretty sure that's not how the phrase is said, but I don't care. That is what took Kevin Owens over. Like, how dareth you team up with the Tribal Chief, the OG? The original tribal chief. How dareth you? We supposed to be friends. And he was talking about that in the car with Michael Cole. Like, he was pissed off. They already had their match at Bash in Berlin. Yes. We're gonna get more. Kevin's still pissed. Next week, or this coming week, we're gonna be having Saturday night main event, and Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes are going to be going at it again, so we're going to be seeing that. So I'm pretty sure there's a lot more where that came from. There's going to be a lot more promos. There's going to be a lot more shades. Kevin is bringing things out of Cody that I was waiting for them to be brought out in the other feuds, and it didn't happen that much. Like, it happened to look like a little sprinkles on ice cream cone, but not like with Kevin. But yeah, all that to say, me going through all those different feuds, like, it just, before Kevin, it really just felt like Cody Rhodes was on hold. And it was bothering me. And the reason why is because so many wrestling fans, so many Cody Rhodes fans. I mean, I'm a Cody Rhodes fan, but I wasn't in this group that was wanting Cody to finish the story at WrestleMania 40. I was not that Cody Rhodes fan. If you guys were watching my videos before, I was talking about how I wanted Roman Reigns and The Rock to have their match. But you know, that whole thing, I already talked about it. But I wasn't for it. Not saying that I didn't want Cody Rhodes to finish the story. I just didn't want him to finish it at WrestleMania 40. And it's so weird because I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for The Rock to come back, but he's too busy helping the Red One right now. So of course he can't, be the final boss. He's busy helping Santa Claus. So guys, let me know what you thought about the topics that I talked about in this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Signing off. Bye.